I'm Brad Nessler, joined in the booth by Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit. Brisk, cool weather on tap for tonight's game between the Michigan Wolverines and the Northwestern Wildcats. It's midseason here in the Big Ten, and these two teams know each other very well. And here come the Wildcats. The Wolverines are pretty confident coming into this one, Kirk. It really doesn't appear to be much of a contest.
Michigan is led by their running back. Now, I had a chance to talk to him about this game, and believe me, he is ready to run all over this defense. Coach, I expect him to have a big game on the ground.
Nice pick, Kirk. Michigan is going to manhandle him.
And they're ready to kick this one away. Kicks it off. Hart fields at the goal line.
Kickoff return 23 yards. Hart on the return.
We've got an exciting game on our hands today, and a crucial part of this game is going to be the matchup between the left end and the right tackle. This left defensive end is a monster out there, and blocking him is not easy.
You got that right. This defensive end is a quarterback's worst nightmare.
Look out! He's going to be causing chaos in the backfield all game long.
Second and 6. Ball on the 28.
Ball on the 28-yard line.
The Wolverines set up in the gun. They'll go with the run once again. And he's going to lose yards on this one. Nice tackle to bring him down before he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Solid effort there to break up that play.
Northwestern has a defense that, well, it's just plain bad. Have a look at the numbers.
Yeah, you're being kind, Brad. They can't stop anybody. They better start tackling better. It's going to be another long day.
Throws it to the outside. The 50. At the 40, at the 30, to the 20. He's all the way down to the 8-yard line.
That's just airing it out on third down.
That was more than enough to pick up the first down. Next time, this defense will be playing on their heels.
Michigan comes out with an I formation. Henning running the option. Now he pitches it. He spins. Roach brings him down. A 7-yard run by the running back.
On the play.
They put everyone up on the line. And they'll run him again. Touchdown, Michigan! Nice little run there by the halfback to get in for the score.
That guy was not about to be stopped. He really wanted to get into the end zone.
And he tacks on the extra point. It's time to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. And remember, the good folks at Pontiac have been bringing you fuel for the soul since 1926. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff.
Number 9, back to return.
Kicks it deep. Fields it in the end zone. Tries to juke. This one might be coming back, folks. Let's check out the penalty.
Clipping on the receiving team. After distance to the spot of the foul.
That's frustrating
First
for a
down.
coach when you preach fundamentals every week and then have someone called for clipping. That penalty really is going to set them back.
They'll start this drive at the 11.
11-yard line. First and 10.
Bassinez is back in the gun. He's looking down the middle, and it's going the other way. What a catch. I'm surprised he was able to hang on to that one.
People tend to think that guys play corner if their hands aren't good enough to play wide receiver. As we just saw, that's not always the case.
Sometimes it's actually the opposite. Some guys play receiver instead of corner because they don't want to hit or tackle anybody.
First and 10. Ball on the 16-yard line.
First and 10.
Two tight end set. They'll run the option. Pitches back. Ball is loose. Fumble. And he's tackled. They tried the option there, and now they're on their way to the sideline.
You're not going to stay on the field very long with sloppy play like that. I don't care if you're running the option or not. There's just no excuse.
I'll tell you what, write this down. The team with the most takeaways at the end of the year will have a winning record, and the teams with the most giveaways will have a losing record. It's been that way as long as I've been around this game.
They'll set up shop at the 18. From the gun. Back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. He's going to air it long. The ball is tipped. Oh, boy, almost intercepted.
Fields, the intended receiver.
That could have easily been a turnover.
Yeah, I don't even think the quarterback even saw that guy.
Well, he almost saw him running the other direction with the
Ball
football.
on the 18.
It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on their own 18. Bassinez with four wide receivers. Jordan off the right side. Makes a move. Throws a stiff arm. Massey with a takedown. And that one goes for a big, big first down.
You know, every time you run the ball successfully like that, that defense starts to creep up a little bit. That's when you go to the air, my friend. Over the top.
Going with the shotgun here. High snap as he works from the gun. He steps up, swatted away.
Way to keep your head on a swivel, kid. That was a nice job of locating the football and knocking it down to prevent the completion.
Sure was, Coach. He put himself in great position to make a play.
Ball on the
Second and 10.
33-yard
Ball on the
line.
33. Bassinez lines up in the shotgun. Drops back to pass. Down the middle. Got it to the senior.
Way to look it in. Nice catch.
Sure was. He displayed some great hands there. Now we're looking at a first down.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 44-yard line. Bassinez is back in the gun. Bassinez drops to throw. Here they come. And down he goes. Now that's some heavy pressure.
It all starts with the battle up front. I don't care how good your receivers are or how explosive your running backs are. If you can't control the line of scrimmage, then it's tough to move the football.
I agree, Coach. And the thing is, this quarterback can make some plays for you if you give him enough time back there to throw.
Well, it looks like he's going to have to figure out how to make plays without time.
Three wideouts here. Shake and bake move. Lost the ball. Fumble. And it's picked up by one of the linemen. Tackle. The offense is lucky to retain possession after that fumble.
The coach can't be happy with the way the running back is carrying the football.
Third and 14 coming up here. And this is the seventh play of the current drive. The Wildcats line up with five receivers. He drops back. He tosses it short. Has it to the senior. 3-yard loss there.
3-yard loss on the play. on the 37-yard line.
Northwestern lining up to punt.
Armand back deep to return.
Number 90 punts it, and it's a good one. Avan fields it at the 18.
Great job by the defense last time forcing the pick. I wouldn't be surprised to see a few runs here by the offense to start things off.
They'll get the ball here at the 25.
First and 10.
Michigan comes out in the shotgun. On the ground with the tailback. There he goes! He spins around, and he's taken down. And the halfback ripped off a nice gain there to get him the first.
Hey, this kid's a good-looking back. Let's see if they go to him again.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 40-yard line. Henny has 4 receivers lined up here. Hart hits it on the inside. A little juke. Butler brings him down for a loss.
That running back has to shake that tackle. Corners are not supposed to bring you down behind the line of scrimmage.
Come on, Kirk. That was a good-looking play by the corner. He did a good job of wrapping up and not letting him go anywhere.
Henny lines up in the shotgun. Back to pass. Steps up. He tosses it short. Complete to the true freshman. About 5 yards that time on the throw.
5-yard gain on the play.
Third and 8. Ball on the 42-yard line. Henny has 4 receivers lined up here. They'll run the option. They'll drop him for a loss. He got nothing on that play.
The defense is really digging in now, you guys.
4th and 10. Ball on the 40-yard line.
They line up to punt this one away. He punts it. Fields calls for the fair catch. He hauls it in at the 14. So the offense takes over, and they'll try to figure out this defense as they forced them to punt the last time they had the ball. They'll go to work at the 14-yard line. Three wideouts here. Massinez to the air on first down. The senior makes the catch. And he's tackled.
I like the defense that was called. They just didn't make the play on the ball.
You're right. It wasn't necessarily bad defense. The offense just executed, and the result is a first down.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 29. Going with the shotgun here. Massinez set to go to the air. Steps up in the pocket. Throws. And he's going to lose yards on this one. Didn't get anything.
Reception. No gain on the play.
Second and 10. Ball on their own 29.
29-yard line.
Massinez back in the gun. He steps up down the middle. They connect again. And down he goes.
Nice decision by the quarterback.
Not only was it good decision-making, but the offensive line protected just long enough for him to find his target.
And when you combine the two, it'll be a first down 9 out of 10 times.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 49-yard line. From the gun. Massinez back to pass. He's been perfect on this drive. Spins upfield. And they make the stop.
Way to look it in. Nice catch.
Sure was. He displayed some great hands there. Now we're looking at a first down.
First and 10. And this is the 5th play of the current drive.
Ball on the 29-yard line.
The Wildcats line up with 3 wide. Defense looking for his first incompletion this drive. Down the middle. Touchdown, Northwestern. Spectacular play by the halfback.
You got to love this guy. He wants the ball every play. He runs it, catches it. I wouldn't be surprised to see him throw it real soon.
And he hits the PAT. That score leads us to our Pontiac drive summary. Northwestern is ready to kick it away.
Hard back to return.
Decent kick, looks to be returnable. Hart fields it at the 3. He jukes, missed tackle. So the offense takes over, and they'll try to figure out this defense as they forced them to punt the last time they had the ball. They'll start this drive at the 26.
First and 10.
They come out with a big set. Counter play. He jukes it. And he's tackled. He gets 4, maybe 5 yards on the counter. And so we've reached the end of quarter number 1, and we're all tied up.
The score is tied.
Second and 5 coming up here. Ball on the 31.
1-yard line.
They're going to pitch it. Battle brings him down. Nice pickup on that run.
Here's a perfect example of running the toss play. Good pitch, good catch, and blocking was good enough up front to spring this tailback to a monster gain.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 40-yard line. Grady is dangerous. Let's see if they put the ball in his hands. Kenny drops back on first down. Throws. It falls incomplete. With that pressure, he just couldn't do much with it.
His chance of accuracy on that throw was practically zero. Good job by the defense.
Second and 10. Ball on their own 40.
40-yard line.
The Wolverines line up with 4 wideouts. Drops back to pass. Steps up. Pressure coming. Fumbles the ball. And it's scooped up by the running back. And he's stopped behind the line. Are they lucky or what? The quarterback very fortunate that one of his guys recovered the football.
Yeah, he's got to be more careful out there. Either tuck that thing away or just get down before contact.
I don't care what he does. Just don't fumble. That's all. Do whatever you have to do to protect that football.
Third down and a couple miles here. Ball on the 29-yard line. Back to pass. He lets it go, and they couldn't hook up on that one. Couldn't complete that one to his halfback.
He just needed a little less air under it.
They line up to punt this one away. Punts the ball away.
Back to punt.
Field signals for a fair catch, and they make the fair catch at the 27. Thanks to some nice passing on the last drive, the offense was able to take it down the field for 6.
And great play calling to help make that an easy drive. The question is, can they do it again?
Bassinez back to throw. Looking. Throws to the middle. Graham with a takedown.
I like the defense that was called. They just didn't make the play on the ball.
You're right. It wasn't necessarily bad defense. The offense just executed, and the result is a first down.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 41. The Wildcat set up in the gun. Steps up in the pocket. He's going right. His receiver has it. 10-yard pickup on the play.
Gain of 10 on the play.
Second and less than a yard. Ball right around midfield. Bassanez is the impact player, and he's feeling it right now. And the snap goes to the back. And they hit him in the backfield. That didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, I'll tell you why. They were coming with a heavy blitz, and guys were shooting through the line right into the backfield. That play didn't have a chance.
It's third down and 2 to go. Ball on their own 49. Northwestern lines up in a goal line set. Tackle. They'll be short of the first down after that unsuccessful running play.
Nice job here by the defense of holding firm and forcing a fourth down.
Fourth and inches. Ball on the 49-yard line.
Northwestern ready to punt this one away. He gets it away.
Back to return.
Number 21 calls for the fair catch. He hauls it in at the 13. The defense did a good job against them the last time they had the ball, forcing the punt.
But remember, they had given up quite a few yards before forcing that punt. They might not be so lucky this time.
The Wolverines line up with 2 tight ends. Roach brings him down. They'll give him an inch or 2, if that.
Gain on the play.
Second and 10. Ball on the 13-yard line. 4 wide. Hart on the handoff. And he's taken down. That'll be a 2-yard gain.
Gain of 2 on the play.
It's third down and 8 to go. Ball on their own 15. Michigan lines up with 3 receivers. Henny back to pass. He steps up. He's going left. Caught. And they make the stop.
On the reception. Gain of 20 on the play.
First and 10. Ball on the 35.
35-yard line.
The Wolverines come out in the ace formation. Hands it off, and down he goes. That looks like a 1-yard gain.
1-yard gain on the play.
Second and 9 coming up here. This is the 5th play of this drive. If anyone can force a turnover right now, then it's the man at linebacker. Maybe a yard on the run by the tailback. So another third down upcoming for the offense. The Wolverines come out in a bunch formation. Henny steps back to pass. Steps up. He's looking. He's going left. Got it. Cole with a takedown.
That's how you convert third down, sweetheart.
That was a good-looking play, wasn't it, Coach?
Oh, yeah, this offensive coordinator must have seen something in the defense he really liked.
First and 10, and this is the 7th play of the current drive. Hart lines up as a single back. Henny with the give. They'll bring him down. Maybe a few, but that's it.
Gain of 2 on the play.
It's second down and 8 to go. Ball on the 38-yard line. The Wolverines line up in an I formation. Floats this one right side. And it's caught. Battle brings him down.
Nice decision by the quarterback.
Not only was it good decision-making, but the offensive line protected just long enough for him to find his target.
And when you combine the two, it'll be a first down 9 out of 10 times.
First and 10, and this is the 9th play of the current drive. And this impact linebacker is fired up down there. He's hit and got away. He breaks free. Just shoves aside the defender. And they push him out, and that was a nice run. Kirk, that was a great job by that big offensive line.
Yeah, it really was, Brad. And also, a nice read by the ball carrier to find that running lane.
When you break one like that, you got to give a lot of credit to the offensive line.
And we take a quick look at the stats from within the red zone, brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters the most. They line up in the jumbo set. They hand it off. Touchdown, Michigan! And he manages to find the end zone for the second time this half.
Yep, he's really finding his way into the end zone. He's off to a great start.
And he tacks on the extra point. That score leads us to our Pontiac drive summary. Michigan to kick this one off.
Fields back deep to return.
And they'll be returning this one. Fields takes it at the 4. Juke move. I don't know if you guys saw this, but the coach gave his offense quite a speech before he sent them out there.
And let's not forget, they had some things clicking the last time out. He's probably just reminding them to finish the job this time.
1st and 10.
They come out in a 5-wide set. Bassinez drops back. Across the middle. Complete. Tackle.
Way to look it in. Nice catch.
Sure was. He displayed some great hands there. Now we're looking at a first down.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 39. The Wildcat set up in the gun. Looks, waits till the last moment. It's deflected.
Excellent job of getting a hand in there to break up the pass.
It was, Coach. That one had reception written all over it, but the defender stepped up and made the play.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 39.
39-yard line.
The Wildcats line up with 5 receivers. He drops back, steps up in the pocket, throws this one out to the left. Knocked out of bounds. They pick up 2 on the pass play.
Gain of 2 on the play.
It's 3rd down and 8 to go. Ball on the 41. Bassinez has 5 receivers lined up here. Bassinez drops to throw, looking, and he puts it on the turf. Keenan with a recovery. Burgess with a monster hit. Michigan takes a timeout. The Wildcats are lining up to punt it away.
Number 90, back to punt. Avant, back to return.
Number 90 punts it, and it's a good one. Avent takes it at the 23.
Great passing was the key for the offense the last time they had the ball. They were able to pick apart the defense and get down the field for a touchdown.
So if I'm the coach, I'm telling my defensive linemen to get more pressure on that quarterback, please.
They'll bring in their dime package. And he will hand it off. Tries to juke. And he's taken down. The Wolverines are going to take a timeout. That was their 2nd timeout. First and 10. Ball on their own 44. Single set backfield. They'll throw on first down. He steps up. He's looking. Wants to go long and does. What a pick. He tried to force that one in there.
Yep. And the safety made him pay for it. Great job of watching the quarterback's eyes and even a better catch.
They'll take over at the 42.
First and 10.
Massinez lines up in the shotgun. Drops back to pass. He'll dump this one off. He's knocked out of bounds. And the completion nets some very little yardage. Coach, what's up with that play?
I'll tell you, those defenders crashed in and got him in a hurry. No chance to get anything there.
Second and 9 coming up here. Ball on the 43-yard line. Northwestern comes out in the shotgun. Massinez back to throw. And here's a quick throw. Brought down. Northwestern calls a timeout. It's first and 10. Ball on the 46. The Wildcats come out in the ace formation. Massinez drops back to pass. Throws it to the outside. Hall brings him down. Northwestern takes a timeout. Second and 6 coming up here. Ball on the 42-yard line. Massinez with 3 wide receivers. Massinez back to pass. Looks. He's under pressure. He's going to go for the home run. Picked off in the end zone. The defense now has 2 interceptions in the ball game.
And that's 2 more than the quarterback wanted to throw. Now he's got to go back out there and play smarter football when the offense takes the field again.
You're right, Coach. The quarterback has to be able to put that out of his mind and act like it never happened.
Which one? First or second interception?
I think both.
They'll set up shop at the 20. Hart gets it on the inside. They'll bring him down, and they're going to play keep away and work this clock. It's second down and 7 to go. Ball on their own 23. This is the kind of running back who can make you pay when he's in the zone. And we've reached halftime here. The score at the break, Michigan 14, Northwestern 7. Michigan got the ball to start the game, so they'll be kicking off to start the second half. Sends it sailing downfield. Number 9 fields it in the end zone. Makes a move. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. They'll get the ball here at the 17.
At the 17-yard line. First and 10.
The Wildcat set up in the gun. Sheds a tackler. Big opening. He tries a stiff arm. Tackled. And the delayed handoff works for a big gain.
Got to be happy with the effort there by your tailback.
You are absolutely right.
It's first and 10. Ball on their own 33. Massinez is in the zone and looking to make a play. Someone got a hand on it.
He's asking to get picked off.
That was a close one, all right. If no one's open, there's nothing wrong with tucking it in and trying to pick up the first on the ground.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 33-yard line. The defense lines up with 6 DBs. Gets the ball. Well, they faked it. In and out of his hands. The big guy let it go through his fingers.
The tight end's hands are all torn up and his knuckles are swollen from blocking every day in practice. You got to give this guy a break.
I don't know about that, Coach. Nowadays, tight ends got to be able to do more than just block. He should have caught that ball.
Northwestern comes out with 5 receivers. Back to pass. Steps up. Wants to throw outside. The ball is tipped. Great defensive play by the cornerback.
On the coverage. 4th and 10. Ball on the 33-yard line.
The Wildcats line up to punt.
Avant back deep to return.
Number 90 punts it, and it's a good one. Avan fields it at the 24. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. Most will argue that this left defensive end is the most important player on the whole team. They really need him to make some big plays here in the second half to spark a comeback.
He's been very quiet, but don't count him out.
I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach didn't light a fire under this kid at halftime. They need him to play better, more often. Get it!
It's 2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on their own 29. And they have 3 bunch. Here's the give. No shake and bake move. Schultz with a takedown. They get 5 yards on the play.
Gain on the play.
It's 3rd down and 5 to go. Ball on their own 34. And the impact linebacker has turned it up a notch. Hardy gets a pitch. A little juke. Got some open field. Brought down. That's now 100 yards rushing on the day.
Brad, that's just hard-nosed running, and it gives him another solid day at the ballpark.
1st and 10. Ball right around midfield. Michigan lines up with 3 receivers. Henny on 1st down. Hit as he throws, and he pulls it down. Henderson brings him down.
I like the defense that was called. They just didn't make the play on the ball.
You're right. It wasn't necessarily bad defense. The offense just executed, and the result is a 1st down.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 30-yard line. Michigan comes out with an I formation. They go with a toss. Throws on the run. And they make the stop.
Henny with the reception. Gain of 8 on the play.
It's 2nd down and 2 to go. This is the 6th play of this drive. The Wolverines come out in a 2 tight end set. Henny off the fake. Wants to throw outside. Touchdown, Michigan! That was a well-drawn-up play for the wideout.
Well, they saw something upstairs. It led to a touchdown. You can thank the play calling there. Very impressive.
And he hits the PAT. So with under 5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter, our score, Michigan 21, Northwestern 7. Rivas is lined up to kick this one off. He hits a booming kick. Fields it in the end zone. They're just about ready to get this drive started. After their last series had some promise, but it ended with a punt. They'll go to work at the 20.
First and 10.
Going with the shotgun here. Bassinez set to go to the air. And it's caught. Harris with a takedown. They just took what the defense gave them on that play.
Yeah, you're right. That was a good job of getting that pass completed for positive yardage.
Second and 6. Ball on their own 24. When this quarterback's in the zone, as he is now, he can do a lot of damage to the defense. Steps up in the pocket. Short toss. Complete. Graham brings him down. And the pass is caught, but he goes nowhere.
Yeah, nice job there by the defense to get to him and make the sure tackle before he could make any moves to break loose.
The Wildcats come out in a shotgun.
On the 26-yard line.
Bassinez drops back. Throws this one out to the right. And it's incomplete. He led his wide receiver too far to the outside.
Yeah, he just had to pull the string a little bit more there.
Fourth and 4. Ball on the 26-yard line.
The Wildcats line up to punt. Number 90 gets it off. Avan signals for a fair catch, and they make the fair catch at the 36. And now we'll see the offense come out onto the field for their next possession. They'll take over at the 36-yard line.
36-yard line.
And he hands it off. Can't wrap him up. Henderson with a takedown. The running back gives them 6 yards on the ground.
On the play.
Second and 4 coming up here. Ball on the 42-yard line. They line up in an I. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. And he's tackled. So at the most, he gains a few inches.
Gain on the play.
We got 3rd and 3 here. Ball on the 43-yard line. Michigan lines up in a double tight set. Hart gets another carry. Big opening! And he's taken down. Picked up big yards there, and he's going to have a first down.
Yeah, nice job there. This guy does a good job at reading his blocks and accelerating through the holes.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 43. The Wolverine line up with 4 wideouts. He steps up. He'll dump this one off. And it's caught. Battle brings him down. They got 4 yards on that one.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Second and 6 coming up here. Ball on the 39-yard line. One man backfield. There's a play fake. Rolling out to the left side. He throws it. And it's the senior.
Nice decision by the quarterback.
Not only was it good decision-making, but the offensive line protected just long enough for him to find his target.
And when you combine the two, it'll be a first down 9 out of 10 times.
And we take a quick look at the stats from within the red zone, brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters the most. Henny drops to throw. Throw short. And he dropped it. Oh, he could have had a big reception that time, guys.
Just let that one get away from his vision just for a split second.
Second and 10. And this is the 7th play of the current drive. Don't be surprised to see this defensive end wreak havoc back there. He gets another carry. He jukes, and down he goes. The halfback gets the call and picks up 5.
On the play.
The defense will try to stop this third down as they were unsuccessful the first time on this drive. High formation here. Hart gets it on a pitch. Here he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. Lee, what do you have for us?
Guys, let me give you a stat here. That was touchdown run number 3. 3 touchdowns on the ground, 1 guy. That defense better watch out, because if they cheat up too much on the run, whop, they're going to get hit with a pass over the top.
And he tacks on the extra point. So with less than 2 to go in the third quarter, our score, Michigan 28, Northwestern 7. Michigan is ready to kick it away.
Number 9.
Kicks it off. Fields it at the 1. The defense did a nice job of shutting down this offense the last time they had the ball.
The offense was not clicking at all. Let's see if they're back on the same page.
They'll start this drive at the 16-yard line.
1st and 10.
Northwestern in a 5-wide set. Looking. He wants it all, going long. He's got it on the run. They'll bring him down.
Now that was a good-looking play. The quarterback put it where his receiver could get it, and now they have a first down.
What I like is the faith that this quarterback has in his receiver. He's not afraid to throw it downfield.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 37-yard line.
Ball on the 37-yard line.
They come out with 4 wide out. Drops back to pass. He's rolling right. He's going left. And it's picked off. And they come up with another turnover.
Now the defense is playing very opportunistic out there today. That was their 3rd interception of the game.
They'll set up shop at the 28-yard line.
At the 28-yard line. 1st and 10.
High formation here. Pitch is right. He tosses it short. Caught! Got some open field. He jukes him. Across midfield. And he's all the way down to the 45-yard line. I think we just witnessed how a trick plays run to perfection, and the defense is still trying to figure out what happened. First and 10. Ball on the 45-yard line. The Wolverines come out in a bunch formation. Sheds that one. Brought down. Gain of 2.
With the carry. Gain of 2 on the play.
It's 2nd down and 8 to go. Ball on the 43. The Wolverines line up with 3 receivers bunched. They're going to pitch it.
They might want to run away from that guy next time.
Third and 12 coming up on this one. Ball on the 47. Grady is in the zone and looking to make something happen. Henny back to throw. He's looking. Throws it to the outside. Got him on the run.
Good job of attacking the coverage to keep the drive alive.
That was a great-looking pass to move the sticks on third down.
It's 1st and 10. This is the 5th play of this drive. Henny on 1st down. Steps up, throws down the middle. It's deflected. The linebacker managed to break that one up.
The intended receiver on the play.
Second and 10, and this is the 6th play of the drive. Hart wants the ball. We'll see if they give it to him. Oh, what a move. Broke away from one. Got some open field. Howard with a takedown. That was a pretty good run.
Incredible effort there, running the football by this guy.
Have a look at our Old Spice red zone numbers. Red zone, when performance matters the most. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Our score in this one, Michigan 28, Northwestern 7. The offense got 6 the last time they were inside the 20. Let's see what they do here. And he's drilled. The halfback picks up a yard. Two tight ends here. Wants to throw outside, and it's caught for the touchdown. And that's a 2nd time today these guys have been able to hook up for the score.
Boy, he really looks comfortable in that end zone, doesn't he?
And he hits the PAT. And here's the Pontiac drive summary. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff.
Number 9, back to return.
He boots it deep downfield. Number 9 fields it in the end zone. Defense won the last battle as they were able to pick the ball off. Who's going to win this time? They'll get the ball here at the 20. The Wildcats with 4 receivers. Bassinez back to pass. Throws this one out to the right. Fantastic play by the cornerback.
All you young defensive backs at home, that is how you play defense.
It's 2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on their own 20. They'll work from the shotgun. Bassinez set to go to the air. Comes across the middle. It's deflected. The corner made a good play on the ball.
He sure did. This kid is very athletic. If he doesn't get a pick, he does his best to knock the ball down.
3rd down and 10 coming up. Ball on the 20-yard line. The Wildcats set up in the gun. He drops back. Looks. And they got him. The quarterback had nowhere to go, and he's brought down for the sack.
They've got to do a better job up front with their pass protection.
If they don't start picking up everybody, then this quarterback's going to be pretty sore in the morning. That's for sure.
The Wildcats line up to punt. Number 90 punts it, and it's a good one. Dutch fields it at the 40. And now we'll see the offense come out onto the field for their next possession. They'll take over at the 48-yard line.
Start the drive at the 48-yard line. 1st and 10.
The Wolverines come out in a bunch formation. Throws it to the outside. Got it to his receiver.
Way to look it in. Nice catch.
Sure was. He displayed some great hands there. Now we're looking at a first down.
First and 10. Ball on the 35-yard line. Nickel defense. Gutierrez steps back to pass. And it's intercepted on an amazing diving catch. Nice interception. Too bad they weren't playing like this to start the day.
Yeah, their defense took a little too long to get into this football game.
But don't give up on them, you guys. Not yet. They're still playing football out there.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 28. From the gun. Shakes off a tackle. They'll drop him for a loss. And they snuffed out the quarterback draw there.
Yep, there was absolutely nowhere for the quarterback to run on that play. Good job by this defense.
It's 2nd down, 15 to go. Ball on the 23-yard line. Massinez has 5 receivers lined up here. Back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Short toss. Complete. And down he goes.
I like the defense that was called. They just didn't make the play on the ball.
You're right. It wasn't necessarily bad defense. The offense just executed, and the result is a first down.
1st and 10. Ball on their own 40. The Wildcats set up in the gun. They'll wrestle him down in the backfield. The quarterback draw not successful there.
Nope, and I'm going to tell you why. This defense was not fooled at all on that play.
2nd and 13 coming up here. Ball on the 37-yard line. The Wildcats come out in a shotgun. Massinez drops back to pass. Chucks it deep down the right side with the interception. That gives the defense their 4th pick of the day.
This defense is full of playmakers. They force the quarterback to make tough throws that he doesn't want to make, and that usually adds up to turnovers.
They'll start this drive at the 30-yard line. Grady is the deep back as they line up in the I.
On the goose, on the goose.
Across the middle, and he's taken down. And they get a few yards on that little reception.
Check it out. He ran a good route on his play, and the timing of the pass was good, and they were able to get a nice gain.
2nd and 2. Ball on the 38-yard line. Ace backfield. On the ground with the tailback. And he's drilled. The defense recovered the ball. Kirk, do they still have a shot?
You know, I think you could pretty much call this one over.
They're on the right side of the 50 as they start this drive. So the starter throws 4 interceptions, and now the backup gets his chance to shine. Tackled, 8 yards on the pickup.
On the carry. Gain of 8 on the play.
Second and 2 coming up here. Ball on the 30-yard line. Northwestern lines up in a shotgun set. Throws it out there, and it falls incomplete. And he overthrew his wide receiver.
I don't know too many 7-foot guys playing football, so maybe he should aim lower the next time.
Third and 2. Ball on the 30. The Wildcats come out in the ace formation. He's rolling left. Short toss. Breaks one. Stewart brings him down.
Coach, that's a first down.
A good-looking first down, too. They might want to run that one again in a couple plays. He had some options out there.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 24. Northwestern in a 5-wide set. He's going left. Got him. He was able to make that catch as he was falling out of bounds.
I think that's one of the toughest catches. Able to focus on the ball and the sideline. That's exactly how you do it.
Second and 2 coming up here, and this is the 5th play of the current drive. Northwestern comes out with 5 receivers. Drops back to pass. Throws. Almost picked off.
Everyone had a shot at catching that pass.
Especially the guys on defense. There was no one open, and he threw it in there anyway.
The offense faces another third down as they line it up. One-man backfield. He tosses it short. It's tipped. Incomplete pass.
Cobb, the intended receiver, on the play. 4th and 2. Ball on the 16-yard line.
Northwestern comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. Jordan gets a pitch, out of bounds, and that one goes for a big, big first down.
You know, every time you run the ball successfully like that, that defense starts to creep up a little bit. That's when you go to the air, my friend. Over the top.
Northwestern lines up in a goal line set. He unloads it, and it's caught. That's a loss of 4 yards.
Loss of 4 on the play.
They'll bring in their dime package. He drops back. Short toss. Complete. Touchdown, Northwestern. That pass found the wide receiver for 6.
And I think the quarterback has found a soft spot in this defense.
And he tacks on the extra point. So here's the Pontiac drive summary to recap what just happened. Northwestern is lining up for the onside kick here.
Number 86, back deep to return.
Here's the onside kick. He's in, got away. Well, that'll end all hopes of a miracle.
You can say that again. This one is pretty much done.
They'll set up shop at the 47-yard line.
First and 10.
Michigan will line up in a jumbo set here. Juke move. Howard with a takedown.
Time and time again, you see the team that's winning is usually the team that's able to control the line of scrimmage. Here, they again get a nice push, and the result was a solid run.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 42.
42-yard line.
Michigan lines up in a goal line set. Gutierrez will hand it off, and down he goes. Maybe a yard on the run by the tailback.
On the play.
So it's second and 10. Ball on the 42-yard line. They come out in a goal line set. On the ground, up the middle, and he's tackled. Short little gain there, just trying to keep that clock running.
Keep that clock running and keep that other offense off the field.
It's third down and 9 to go. Ball on the 41-yard line. The Wolverines line up in an I formation. Brady gets the call. Brought down. Northwestern calls a timeout. Michigan ready to punt this one away. Number 41 punts it, and it's a good one. Hines calls for the fair catch. Their last drive ended with a touchdown. Let's see what happens on this possession. They'll go to work at the 20. Number 18 with 4 wide receivers. They'll throw on first down, and he's hit as he throws. And he dropped it. This incompletion is credited to the wideout.
Absolutely. The quarterback executed his end of the deal.
Second and 10. Ball on the 20. The Wildcats set up in the gun. Back to pass. He steps up, looking, with the throw. And it's caught, and they make the stop. Northwestern takes a timeout. Third and 7 coming up here. Ball on the 23. The defense lines up with 6 DBs. Drops back to pass. Steps up, throws it to the outside. And he's tackled. That's going to bring up fourth down.
Just a great job by the defense. These guys are disguising their defense so well that they're confusing the quarterback and the offensive line.
Fourth and inches. Ball on the 30-yard line.
Northwestern lining up the punt. Number 90 gets it off. Hood fields at the 31. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. They'll get the ball here at the 41-yard line.
First and 10.
We should just see the quarterback take a knee right here, winding down the rest of this clock. And he'll just kneel it here. Second and 11. Ball on the 40. And that's pretty much going to do it. Any final thoughts on this one, Coach?
I don't know about you guys, but I was pretty darn impressed with this bunch of kids. Michigan came out here very focused, and they took care of business. Nice win for this football team.
And we thank you kindly for taking part in NCAA Football 2006. Our final tally in this game, Michigan 35, Northwestern 14. For Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Brad Nessler with our final